This episode brought to you by Dano. He's back.
This is Hot Drop, where we bring you premier PUBG analysis and the denouement of drops. I'm Dano.
And I'm Cody.
And I'm back, bitches.
Let's get into it. Hey. Hi, Dan.
Hey.
I heard you got some big news.
I had some news. I got a ring on my finger, which is cool. It's a little big. I do have to get it resized. So I'm worried about it flying off. It already fell off in the shower once, so that kind of freaked me out.
In the shower?
Yeah, like when I was putting like soap in my hands. Very vigorous. Very vigorous. I'll tell you my shower routine.
Yeah, no, I'm all ears.
All right, head and shoulders to the scalp because, not much hair going on there. But you still need the head and shoulders because if you don't, you still get flakes. It's a real thing.
Get flakes?
You still get flakes. So head and shoulders. So putting that on and I'm scrubbing my bristly little head there, it just pops right off. It pops right off. Yeah. So luckily my drain is, not a big hole in the tub, so I saved it. But yeah, a little frightening. But yeah, question for you. Speaking of showers, do you start with the head wash or the body wash first? I feel like this tells you a lot about the person you're discussing with.
Well, don't you have to start with the head wash?
Exactly. Yes. Confirmed.
You work your way down.
You work your way down. Exactly.
The last thing that you wash is your feet.
Yes.
And if you're one of those people out there that doesn't wash your feet every day, you're sick.
Don't listen to our show.
You're sick.
We're kicking you off our podcast. Oh, and the
wash
ears.
Your feet.
The ears are a big one too.
You have to wash behind your ears.
Always. And inside. Not like in the ear hole, but in the outer rim.
Otherwise it gets all gross and smelly.
Yeah, and like slimy. You don't want that.
Like old time moms on like Leave It to Beaver and all that stuff. Like they knew.
They were right, yeah.
Behind your ears smells bad at the end of every single day.
People made fun of them, but they were right.
They knew it was up.
Top down. So, yes, I am married. That's a thing. It happens.
Anyway, going back to what we were actually talking about, Dan got married.
You were there. It was a beautiful moment. And then I went away on a trip. And I went to Italy. Had so much food. So much food. We were waking up and
I want to say like 80% of it was pizza.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Which is like the least Italian thing you could have eaten.
And the 20% was pasta.
Yeah.
There was nothing else.
Gelato.
There was gelato, yeah. I factored that into the pizza. It's one and the same, pretty much. You get pizza and then you get gelato. It's what you do.
But like, how much gelato did you have?
I would say average one every other day. So probably about seven or so times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could tell you the best gelato I had. If anyone's thinking about going to Italy anytime soon, the island of Capri, there is a gelato shop that makes the waffle cones right in front of you on like a little waffle maker. It's like a flat, like a pizzelle maker for you Italian cookie aficionados out there. And then they just roll it. So it's still warm and it's like a flaky, not crunchy, not hard, but like soft, warm, amazing waffle cookie thing. And you can smell them from, 100 feet away as you're walking towards this place. And it was the best. The gelato was the creamiest, most flavorful, best ever. So good. And what I didn't realize is that you don't just ask for one flavor, because if you ask for one flavor, they look at you like, and what else? It's always two flavors.
What?
Always. Yeah. So I would be like, oh, can I get a strawberry gelato? And they're like, strawberry and... So I would go strawberry vanilla was the combo. And so I always went with that so I could test out which ones were the best.
Keeping the control. I like it.
You got to keep the control. And Kate's go-to was the chocolate hazelnut combination. Everything was just so good there, man. All the pizza was the best. Pasta was incredible. Pastries I didn't have too many of, but also delicious. It was just food and walking and seeing the sights, and it was the trip of a lifetime, hands down. Best trip I've ever been on. But now I'm back.
You're back, and we have PUBG to talk about, I guess.
We do, I guess.
Yeah. You're married. Whatever.
Yeah. I had my moment. It's done.
Player Undergrounds bump and grind. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We have some legitimate changes happening right now.
I'm waiting for you to sing it.
Changes.
There it is. All right. So first off, thank you to our current host, but you fired.
You're fired.
We're switching. We're going to someone else. Can we say?
Yeah,
Can we promote them? I guess they would like that. We're going to Podbean.
Going to Podbean, everybody.
Yeah, they're cheaper.
We're moving over. We're getting a new website. There's a new logo coming. It's in the works. We figured we take your hard-earned money as it is. We might as well spend a little bit less of it to get a little more space. So currently we have a pretty limited amount of space that we can have each month. And so we wanted to find something that gave us unlimited space so that we can keep everything up and upload as much as we want each month. And it kind of almost cut everything in half for hosting.
I was amazed.
Very, very helpful. So we'll be switching over to Podbean very soon. That'll be a new website, and hopefully that new website will have our new logo, which means we can start making merch.
Yeah. So we're waiting on our logo to finish up, and once it does, yeah, we're going to start cranking out shirts, koozies, posters, cups, mugs, anything you want, really. Pillows.
Stickers.
Yeah. Stickers, yeah, we got some other cool like alternate logos for stickers too that we need to design. So that's coming very soon. This brings a new website. So with that, I'm hoping we can be also a place where we can embed YouTube videos and our other side projects like the Half-Life run through that I'm doing, and maybe some of your gameplay videos once you do those, John's gameplay videos, and it can be also like things where we can save discussions on the Discord and just things that we want to make sure that we don't forget about and lose in the day-to-day chatter of Discord. We can sort of make a repository for that stuff. So that is going to be cool if we can do that. That's coming soon. Watch for that. And also, we have some more news.
Probably the bigger
of the two news is, yeah.
So I think first and foremost, we can all say that we've been growing. We've been growing little by little here and there, and you guys have been amazing and incredibly supportive. And throughout that time, over the last few months, Dan and I have been relentlessly badgering Lemon John to take his rightful place as a hot dropper in chief, to which he has constantly said, "No, I don't even know you guys. How did you get this number?"
Mm-hmm. Confirmed. And
finally,
why do you keep calling me Lemon? I'm
finally,
not a citrus.
We convinced Lemon Juan to take his rightful place with us in the Hot Drop office.
Indeed.
And Lemon John is officially the third hot dropper in chief.
Yay.
So before season 2 of last year, we finally added me. Dan, I found that email that you had sent me in, what was the date of that email?
It had to be like
2011 or something like that.
Way back.
Where he was like, "Man, we just got to do a podcast together. We got to get into this thing. We have so much to say." And it never really panned out because, big boy jobs and I was a screw up. And then,
I don't think so.
and then we had this. So that was season 2. Now we've hit season 3 and we finally added Lemon John. Don't worry. In season 4, we're not adding a 4th host. We're not doing it. This is where it stays. This is what it was meant to be. However, with that, we've also added another mod. Daniel?
That's right. And it's everyone's wealth of knowledge in the mobile climate and education for everyone's future. It is ITT Tom. He is joining us as a mobile and also everything, Xbox, PC, whatever you want, moderator in the Discord. So huge thank you to him for everything so far.
Super, super excited for all of this to kind of be happening. And I feel like we're really hitting our stride, and we just love this community so much. And we wanted to be able to kind of have John in here because we constantly have been working him into all these episodes, hoping that he would just give in. And Tom is just always there and always coordinating and steering the conversation in the right direction. And to be honest, it's a lot easier for us to have Tom tag people than us being able to catch it all because it's just it was really hard, especially when Dan was gone, to catch it. And then I realized that everybody was just kind of saying, oh, you know, tagging me or tagging John, saying we'll get to it when we can. I thought, you know what, this is actually a much better idea of like, we can all sort of catch stuff now. And
Exactly.
since Tom works at night, he's always on anyway. We kind of split things up accordingly.
Yep.
So really excited for John, really excited for Tom. And as always, we still have Admiral Zach Barr as a mod in there. So feel free to get in touch with any of us if you have questions, comments, concerns, or you want to tell me how handsome I am. You can pass that through everyone else as well.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Like, hey, at Dano, tell Cody that I think he's really handsome.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pass it on. He knows,
And
though.
then,
He doesn't have to hear it from you. He knows.
I do, though.
He knows.
And if you don't tell me I'm handsome, I will ban Ray. It's on you, Ray. It's on you.
Fate's in your hands.
Roll
Awesome.
the dice. Roll the dice.
And I also want to shout out to Tom just for his legendary support of not only us, but everyone else in the community. He has spreadsheets of people that he watches on stream and has schedules of when they go live. And has multiple windows open. He has people at work, not only himself watching, but other of his coworkers watching us. He's bringing in a lot of eyeballs onto a lot of our screens. So he is definitely an invaluable member of the community for sure. So thank you for everything you've done, and I look forward to your continued work and support as a moderator.
Yeah. So let's cruise through the rest of these things because we still have a lot of housekeeping to do. We haven't been here together in a long time. And I know you guys don't want to listen to 45 minutes of housekeeping.
Yeah,
But
it's going to be about 45 minutes of banter because there's basically no updates for the game. But hey, that's all right. So more Discord information for you. I added a Tech Shack. Oh. You live?
yeah.
Okay. Added a Tech Shack channel. So this is the channel where you will go and ask your hardware and stream setup questions, anything relating to your computers, Xboxes, mobile phones, hardware. Ask it there. And this is actually a throwback to the name of the old YouTube channel that I used to do way back, like 2 or 3 years ago.
He got like 12 million views on this one video.
So I have to share this story because I think it's hilarious. So I was trying to figure out what kind of mouse to buy. I was an avid CSGO player, as we have mentioned every single episode.
Yeah, me too.
And I bought a whole bunch of different mice, like 4 or 5 mice, just to figure out what I wanted, and I would return the ones I didn't want. And so I wanted to do a video because I felt like others in my position would also want to know what I'm learning by buying these mice, and not everyone can buy them all. So I did a video. It was like 10 minutes long. Posted it to YouTube, forgot about it.
It's literally just him clicking mice.
It's me clicking mice and talking about mice, picking them up, looking them all over, and let me see here.
Just goes, oh yeah, I like that one.
that's pretty much what it is.
And then the next one he goes, I don't know.
And then I look at, whether or not it's durable or it's not durable and all this other stuff. And it has 126,000 views. Organically. Did not promote it. Forgot about it. Come back to that. And so that kind of kicked off my whole like podcasting and review making and YouTube career, which turned into this, which turned into, HOTDROP as we know it. I also have another keyboard review on there with 11,000 views. So it's amazing. So I called myself Dan's Tech Shack at the time. So this is a throwback to that name. So
we are taking a really long time to explain basic concepts.
This is just a complete waste of time. I don't know how you guys are still listening to this.
For
Moving
those
on.
7 of you who are still here, moving on. There was a point in there about the Tech Shack, and you should use it for what it's for. Because it's the throwback and the nostalgia for Dan and Dan alone.
Yeah, it's just me. Literally me alone clicking mice in a room. I like this one. I don't like this one at all.
None for you, Higgins. Anyway, so we really got some stuff. So last week, I apologized for dropping the top 10. Those things are coming. But we have moved top 10 to a once a month contest. All right.
Yep.
So instead of like a weekly thing where you could submit a bunch of stuff over the course of the month, you submit one video of your very best play.
Just one, not two,
just one,
not three.
Just got to be 45 seconds or less. Use your voice chat. All right. We want to hear what you have to say. You will have a much, much, much better chance of winning if your best play has some of your own reactions in here. That's gotta play a part, right?
It's gotta play a part. It does. It for sure does.
Showmanship, people. Showmanship.
That's showbiz.
However, if you do not have one, which I find doubtful, we will not discriminate based on no voice chat, but we will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a disclaimer. We have to say that. Our lawyer made us say that, but we will. So it's a once a month thing. Submit it. Submissions are open all month long. They close at the end of the month.
Ticket.
And then we will put together the video, and the winner still gets that Discord emote or something better that we haven't thought of yet.
Yes, good. We're really just trying to think of cheap things to mail you guys that aren't going to cost us more than we paid to have it made.
Yeah. So we might just draw like a gold star on a piece of paper and send it to you. So
via carrier pigeon.
Yeah. Also with this, we realized, and other people realized, that the challenge of the week is a fun thing, but it needs incentive. And Matt Von Doom had a great point. He said, Lemon John, he's taken over his Lemon John's job of great points. He said that it's not an opinion on who wins, because the way we do the challenge of the week is that we add up the BP of each person's score, I guess. Yeah. We look at their BP. If they have a higher BP, they win. If they have a lower BP, they don't. So I'm describing this horribly. It's not an opinion about who wins. It's not subjective. You look at the stats, you look at the number, and the number tells you who wins. We like this idea. So the challenge of the week will still be run by Point Click Dead and Karmakaze. However, we think that why not? Let's give them a Discord emote. So whoever wins, they will get that same prize. And you can have to keep winning because Discord only has a set number of emotes. So we will start deleting the past emotes as we get new winners. So if you want to lock in that emote for all time, you got to keep winning. You can also have multiple emotes, but we're still not doing a video for this. But it will be a once a week thing. And if you have any questions, reach out to Point Click Dead or Karmakaze for more information.
So get out there and compete in this week's. I think it might still be going on, but they might close it before the end of this episode is released.
Yeah. And right now, actually, they're talking amongst themselves and thinking about another way to do the scoring because BP is different across platforms. So they're working on that. But for right now, it's just the highest BP wins.
Jace.
Yes.
Okay. We're doing stuff, guys.
What are we doing?
Hot Drop Landcast.
Ooh. A live show?
You heard me. The Hot Drop Landcast.
Damn. We didn't even think about this, but I love it. I'm just learning about this now. This is awesome. Tell me more.
This is the LAN party at my home that you and I and Zach Bar and hopefully Kai Guy and John remotely will be participating in.
It's going to be fun. We did it once, and I have the video. So actually, look forward to this very soon on our Twitch page. We're going to do a rerun of the old LAN party that we had a couple months ago.
So just after Halloween, just before Thanksgiving, we will be having a live stream of the 4 or 5 of us, depending on how many people we can get here from who live around me, near me, to stream PUBG all day and maybe some other games too, because it's going to be a weekend thing. So maybe we'll have some time to just kind of dick around, play some stuff, interact with the community for into the wee hours of the morning. Maybe my wife will make custom drinks in a cheese plate. Who knows?
That would be ideal. That would significantly increase my chances of attendance. Yeah.
We are currently trying to get a legitimate sponsor for this event. We'll see.
This is real. This is real. We're actually trying to make some moves.
Something that we can actually say at the beginning of our promo, at the beginning of our podcast, that is a legitimate promo.
Yeah,
it could happen. Not a lie, not a bad joke, legitimately. But we'll see. They could tell us no. but we're working on some stuff, guys. We're trying to make this as cool for you as possible. Because really we're super insecure and we just need you to be our friends.
Why else do you think we have a Discord that I chat in all day long?
Anyway.
So the last thing, finally we're done after freaking 20 minutes of housekeeping. Patreon. So we use your money in frivolous ways. We're spending it on confetti cannons and t-shirt cannons. Other than that, we also
it's really just a lot of cannons.
Yeah, just different kinds of cannons. So, but now we want to use it for real things, like, you know, hosting fees and maybe upgrading our equipment so we have better sound quality, or prizes for you guys. Things like that. So what we have right now is a Patreon, and we don't really ask for money, and we just decided, you know, it's good things to throw it out there because people have asked us, we want to support you. How do I do this? So here's how you do it. To
be honest, hold on, before you get into how you do it, it seems a little weird to us.
It does. It totally does.
Because like the Xbox thing, we just really wanted to play with you guys. So like, it didn't feel weird, but now we've hit this like weird spot where we kind of just want to see if we can be better for you and see if we can keep this rolling and keep the train moving, but we also don't want to be like, give me your money because I want stuff.
Yeah.
But like, we brought John in, and we'd really like to get John the same microphone that we're using so that we can all have the same audio quality. And it just seems like that's the direction that you guys want us to go in, and we would really like to go in that with you if that is in fact what you want. So
yeah. And this means,
so give us your money.
This means like if a new game comes out and everyone's transitioning to that, we can buy a copy with the funds from the podcast and play with you guys. Things like that.
Long live PUBG.
I'm not moving anytime soon. I'm not fucking leaving. So you can do this in a bunch of different ways. You can support us on Patreon with as little as a $1 per month subscription. It's a service where you subscribe and it deducts money every month. We also have Twitch, where you can do bits or you can do subscriptions. And if you have Twitch Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. And with Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription where you can go to our channel after you log in and click subscribe for free. And we immediately get $2.50 when you do that. So,
and if you do it every month, we'll get $2.50 from you every month.
Exactly, because you have to re it up every month. You can also do PayPal. I have a link in the Discord for that. However you want to do it, one-time donation, that's awesome too. Again, it feels really weird to ask for money.
Super weird. But I also really like money.
I do like money, and you like your Xbox.
Specifically, I like your money.
Yes.
I like my money, but my money causes me stress and anxiety.
Your money brings me happiness.
Brings me so much joy.
All right.
Your money doesn't feed my children and make me think that I could fail as a father. Your money gets me an Xbox or a better microphone for my friend or hosting fees for the podcast that I love doing.
Yes. Couldn't have said it better myself.
My money keeps me up at night.
All right. We got to move on to something else. This is 23 minutes of housekeeping. So what about that box? What's that box?
The Xbox box. What's in the box? Oh boy, it smells like garbage trash in here.
It's some must. It's a little bit of moisture. It's like, you know how when you shower but you close the door and don't have the fan on? Yeah. And then you walk in like 10 minutes later and it's like mildewy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And an immediate mild.
Yeah. That's the Xbox box.
So there's a community post in here for October.
Yeah.
And they say let's dive in, and then it's I don't know. Dan, I'm just a little mad at this. Take it away.
All right, I'll do this. It's actually not that bad. This is the only tiny little piece of shred of light. I don't know. It's the one good thing in the box. So we have updates about some of the top issues that you've been facing recently, which is the lost connection to host error. That, as they say, is a frustrating bug to experience for our players. They've been tackling this, and they're making it their first priority. So hopefully we'll see a fix for that very soon. There's an ongoing thread where you can report your reproduction steps and try to help them solve this issue. They also have the issue of desync. They're planning to improve the matchmaking system, which will remove the region select and place players in a server closest to them. And this is what we have on PC. However, mixed results here. PC has been having some trouble with this because they've been matched with people with a really high ping, and they can't select the region to stop that from happening. So this is what's going to come to Xbox, but hopefully they'll be able to iron out the issues that we're seeing on PC. It just came out with the last patch, so we'll give them a little bit of time to figure it out, but it would have been nice to have it working correctly the first time. But you are seeing the desync on the Xbox, and they're investigating things like where in certain instances movement doesn't look smooth from another player's point of view, and the character movement they say works a bit like connecting the dots, where the server gets a set of movement points and predicts the rest of the movements in between the points. But sometimes this prediction is not accurate, which made other players' movement appear to lag. And this is what we've described as desync in the past. We've talked about it quite a bit.
They verbal judoed us about desync.
They did, yeah. They were just like, that was the onomatopoeia of that sentence.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Different, but yeah. Xbox One X performance. So this is another big thing that people have been upset about. Xbox One X should be the faster and the best console. However, it has not been as fast.
It ain't.
It's not, and that's dumb as hell. So we're working. Hey.
Don't. Do not. Ever.
This was my show before you came here.
Don't you ever continue.
We are working to increase overall performance for the One X and optimization for everyone, as well as identify and reduce frame drop instances and hitches. So they say, you may remember from a previous community post, they've been working on a long-term performance solution for the Xbox One X that will cater to two different audiences, those who prefer better graphics and those who prefer better performance. This to me means that they're going to implement a 1080p option, because the Xbox One X only runs in 4K for PUBG, which to me is completely pointless. I think this game has no business being in 4K. It is not a game that you play for graphics, and the difference is so small for a massive performance hit that it is not worth it. That is my opinion.
Okay. There are people who bought the One X for this game.
Correct. I know some of them personally. Well, not personally. Over the internet, I know them.
Why?
Hi, Jamie.
The F would you try to solve the problem by saying that you're going to quote unquote cater to different audiences? That's essentially saying we can't fix the problem, so we're just going to
give you an option.
We're going to compensate.
Yeah.
Like,
however, I want best performance as possible. Like,
obviously, but also if you're buying a piece of equipment that is so expensive so that you can have both, you deserve both.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even a dumb as hell. It's like, that makes me mad.
Mm-hmm.
I get what they're doing, but that is not cool. Stupid. Effing dumb. New segment, effing dumb.
Effing dumb. Starring Cody. Moving on. October PTS update. So they're planning on running the public test server this weekend, but unfortunately, due to issues with the build, it will be delayed. I've heard very recently, as recent as today, that it is coming on Friday, which would be October 12th. I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's what I heard from the Nico stream. They're focusing on fixing this build so that they can open it up. As a sneak peek, the public test server will include the quality of life fixes and some bug fixes. They're also bringing new content and new vehicles. The scooter and the tuk-tuk to Sanok, and they're bringing the barrel.
The vehicles are pointless, though, right?
I like the scooter. The tuk-tuk.
Yeah, like they're
a waste
fun.
of time.
How many times have we used vehicles on that map?
Not much at all. Yeah, just to jump off rocks for science. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Click Dead.
For scientific reasons.
Yeah. That's also bringing the barrel AR, that 7.62 with all those rails and attachable slots, and also the mutant, which I've recently found that I really like the mutant. So what I just realized is the mutant is the 7.62 version of the M16.
But way
better.
so
but it's like the counterpart to it. Yeah, but way better. It's smooth. It sounds so good. I think it has the best sounding firing and reload sounds.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love the sounds.
It's the only weapon that I like a 3X on.
I like the 3X, and the 6X is also very good on it.
Super cool. And if you get the lightweight grip on it, guys, you are in heaven.
Yeah, I had an 8-kill game with it the other night. So
beautiful.
It's awesome. So that's that patch. And again, this is just showing you once more that we're so close to getting up to the same build as the PC.
Yeah, I mean, Rez was talking about it during their American takeover. Like, you're like 1 to 2 patches behind each time. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I mean, it took that patch 22 essentially a year to get launched from the test server to here, and you guys are right there. So
yeah, I think this is patch 20 or 21 on the PC. So they also say that in the future, they're aiming to use the test server more frequently for major content updates so that our players have a chance to test them out before it goes live. A bunch of information on weapon skins, if you guys are interested in that. The Glory and Trifecta weapon skins are available for purchase, and I think they closed on November 4th is sticking in my head for some reason from some different update. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. But basically, you have to buy these skins using G-Coin. The current price is 700 G-Coin. Oh, no. Yes, there's a discount period. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So there's a discount period, which will start this Friday, October 5th, they say. So this is a little bit old. So starting October 5th, there's a discount period where you can buy the Glory AKM for 700 G-Coin and the Glory UMP for 500 G-Coin. That's $5, right? $5 and $7. I think 1 G-Coin is 1 cent in real life. So there's a couple other skins here.
Is that like the value of a Shroot buck?
Even less so. I would value a Shroot bucket at least 300 G-Coins for one.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And the discount dates are starting on October 5th and they end October 10th. So sorry you missed it. So now you actually have to pay 1,200 G-Coin for the Glory AKM and 800 for
wasted the last minute and a half of your life.
That was a waste of time. Moving on. Got to get up earlier than that. Event modes. This was the only other bullet point in the Xbox box, in that mildewy, musty Xbox box. There is a 45ers event mode. Do you want to take this one?
It's already done, man.
It's already done? Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah, it's done.
But yeah,
it's done.
I was pretty sure it was done. I mean, you guys played it. Tommy's, Winnie's, 45 revolvers, 1911s.
Yeah. Vectors and care packages.
Nobody wants to play with 45 weapons only.
I heard good things from the people who played it.
Would you play a game?
I would not play it personally. No. But I am not everyone, so I speak for most with the podcast. But
I am Negan. You wouldn't get that.
I don't watch that. No.
I am Negan.
Okay.
Ooh, we should start that. I am Lord Beardface. Now all of you should also say, I am Lord Beardface when somebody asks you who you are.
I'm Dano.
Shut.
Custom matches. Feature was planned for late October, but there is a chance, and by that I read it's going to happen, that they have to delay it until November, which we know may be disappointing to hear. No, it's very disappointing. This is dumb as hell.
Daniel! Holy son of a...
It's dumb as hell because I've been waiting a very long time to watch and also commentate some Xbox PUBG matches, tournaments in the HOTDROP Discord. So plan for November, to be realistic. Be pleasantly surprised if it's in October. And they'll have more updates very soon. Stuff about Event Pass Not interested in that. It's already done. Not going to waste your time with that. Update to matchmaking for OCE, Oceania, and EU first person. They've seen many of our Oceania and EU first person players reporting long matchmaking times, and we thank you for your patience. They're investigating the issues, and hopefully they'll have a fix soon. The problem is low population for players.
No, what I think it is that all these EU guys are playing with their friends over in America. Yeah. So they're not in their own servers.
So this is your fault. Your fault.
This is your fault for making friends in our Discord. Lifelong connections. Investments in each other's life and family. Emotional bank accounts.
Emotional bank accounts. Too many players, not enough players in the region, and too many queues for the amount of players. So like too many maps, too many permutations. To say this results in longer matchmaking, and a solution is a new way of matchmaking where the server and region is decided automatically based on the player's local region. And if you group with a player from another region, matchmaking will automatically decide the best region to play in. So
yeah, well, they said that about PC too, and we're having issues.
We're having issues, yeah, big time. So, but at least they recognize that that's a problem. You know, they're working on it.
I think they knew this was going to be a problem, but they needed to try it anyway because they were tired of people copy pasting.
Yeah,
region lock, region lock, region lock.
And well, this is why they didn't want to give us map selection in the first place. They knew this is what was going to happen. They knew when you take away Miramar, you've got, you know, maybe. So say 100 people are trying to play and 20 of them want to play Miramar, but 70 don't, or 80 don't. You'd switch off Miramar and suddenly those 20 people are trying to wait for the server to fill up, and it never will. It just never will, because there's not enough people that have selected that map to get into their lobby. So right. It's a logical thing, and it made sense. And this makes sense. This problem makes sense. There's just simply not enough players to support that. So they have to figure out a way to fix it. That is the Xbox box. That's all I have.
All right, let's
just that and some mildew, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll follow me, we are now entering the personal computer place.
Oh, thanks, Rosie, because you're right here with us doing that.
It shows live. He's right next to me.
Yep. So, while you tried to steal my thunder earlier, I just wanted to start off the personal computer place with a little segment I like to call Dumb as Hell. I'd really like to talk about how dumb as hell that is.
Dumb as hell.
You're so dumb. Really dumb. For real. Dumb as hell. All right, here we go. Since this 22 patch, we have had the worst update piece of information that we've had in a very long time. Do you know what that is, Dan?
Tell me more.
It's the blue zone. All right?
You mean the gas?
Shit. Not called gas. My issue here is that you can't see through it anymore. Like at all.
You can't.
It's as if somebody poured blue ink over a golf ball. You can't shoot through it because you can't see the people you're trying to shoot in the face. How am I supposed to not potato if I can't see who I'm trying to shoot in the face, Dan? It's dumb as hell.
Okay.
But really, it's bad.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
You can't see through the blue, and so when you're trying to stay and fight in the blue, so you're following somebody out or you see them come across, but you know that the only rock here is still in the blue. Before, you could still kind of see, you know, you had the ability to shoot from the blue and just take damage. With this update, you can't see anything. And it's especially bad when you are in the safe zone and you are being shot from the blue, because it seems like everybody else can see you when you're not in the blue, but you can't see anything.
Yep.
And so Dan did some Googling and Redditing, and found out that PUBG Hawkins agrees and says, yeah, it's not good, not a fan. We're all on the same page as you guys here. The team will be making changes in an upcoming patch. And I would also like to add that this upcoming patch, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Patch 22 was on the test server for 3 weeks, and it was a baby little patch. That took forever to get there. Dan was gone for his entire honeymoon and wedding and all that stuff before this thing made it on.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. And so whatever this next patch is, I really hope it's a big patch. Like, I don't think we're going to see this new map or anything just yet, but it's got to be some sort of quality of life thing here where they're not screwing something up every time they launch a patch.
Yeah. My argument with this one is that it's so easy to tell that it sucks. Like, play one game and you can tell that this is not a good change.
How did they let it get that far? They're like, yeah, nobody said anything.
Yeah. Not a good change. But they've recognized it, so that's the best we can ask for.
Baby aspirin or something.
What'd you say?
Baby aspirin, lower my blood pressure.
Some bear. Yeah, not good.
Anyway, where are we at? They're fixing the blue zone. It's crap.
It's crap. There's an event mode. It's done now.
Done.
Might have been crap. Didn't know.
Didn't play it.
Wasn't here. Was eating pizza. Sorry.
I was looking at pictures of Dan eating pizza. Sorry. Actually, no, that's not true. My internet was out.
Yeah, no, you were just chilling. I don't know what you were doing.
Watching normal TV.
Ugh.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Gross.
Ugh.
Yikes. So there was an event mode, Crash Carnage. If you played it, let us know. It seemed like it was not going to be a lot of fun because there was just melee weapons.
Melee weapons and vehicles.
Yeah. And grenades. And yeah, Blue Zone moved quickly, and it was on Erangel, so.
Dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell. Moving on. New Pro League. This is hot off the presses.
For anyone who's not with us right now, that stands for Probational League, probably? I can't think of another thing that would be. Prohibition League.
Yeah, that's the one. I knew it was close. Yeah.
So in this league, no one is allowed to drink, and they have people monitor them while they play at home. And these are very strict rules. You have to turn on your webcam, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you go in the underground basement of a local haberdashery.
Pool hall. I'm actually reading here. I would like to make an adjustment to what I was saying. A professional league.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
It was professional.
Yeah,
not bad.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. Whoops. So they're announcing that there are professional leagues coming to PUBG. The National.
Did you say PUBG?
League. Pump G?
Pump G?
Pump the G up.
A little Pump G.
Little Pump G. You such a gangster in the public house.
Continue, sorry.
Anyway, there is a North American. There's a National PUBG League, NPL, in North America, and the PUBG Europe League, PEL, in Europe. They are pro-level competitions for the 2019 season, and their first major steps in the announced 5-year esports plan. 5 years? Where is it announced? This is a paragraph. The leagues will be part of the global league structure that begins in January, where teams will compete locally in 3-phase system to win prize money and quality for global tournaments. And qualify for global tournaments and championships. Teams in North America will compete for a regional annual prize pool of $1 million, while European teams have the annual prize pool of 1 million euro pounds. I don't know if you guys are. I mean, is Brexit a thing still?
What's up with this? This doesn't make.
I would like to point out that's not the same amount of money.
That's exactly what I was going to say. This is discrimination against the North Americans.
We know for a fact that is not the same amount of money.
Hold on, I'm
Against the North
Googling this.
Americans? No, it's against the Europeans.
No, euro is worth more.
Right now?
Yeah, 1 million USD to euro is $1 million is 866,710 euro.
Boom! Told you, bitch.
That's what I was saying.
Discrimination against the North Americans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Discrimination against the Europeans. They get less money.
No, no.
Yeah, you just said
No.
$1 million US dollars is 100 euro or 800,000 euros.
Right. So
which means it is worth less money.
Yeah, in the US.
No.
Yes.
That's not how inflation
1 million euros. If I win 1 million euros and I win $1 million, my 1 million euros is worth more.
That's not what you said.
That is what I said. Rewind it. Rewind it. Someone's getting discriminated against. That's all that matters. Damn it. I will not stand for this.
Matches played in these leagues will play 16 squads on Erangel and Miramar in first-person perspective only.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Huh. OGN and Starladder will be our partners for NPL and PEL, respectively, and all participating teams will travel and housing subsidized.
Here's a question. Why didn't they make it the Europe PUBG League, EPL, to match NPL?
I don't know.
Why is it NPL and PEL?
It's the day, month, year, and month, day, year.
It must be.
It's probably just a real passive-aggressive thing.
Got to be different. Carry on. Oh, that's the end. Yeah. So if you are good enough, and I know I am, I'm gonna apply. I want to register for this. Hell yeah. I want to win 100 euros, 100 million, whatever it is, €1 million.
I would like to go back to this, that the number that is higher means it's worth more.
Correct. The euros are more, so they're discriminating against the North Americans by not giving them as much money.
You said that the dollar was worth more than the euro.
No.
You said 1 million.
$1 million.
800,000 and change euros.
Yes.
Which means the
dollar
dollar
is not enough. Hold on.
Like if I had 1
USD
million American dollars, they would give me less euros back.
€2. $1 is 0.87 euro.
Correct. Which means the dollar is worth more than the euro.
Hold on.
Like if I went and gave them $1, they'd be giving me back 87 cents and say this is the European money.
I take back everything I've said.
How much money did you spend in Italy?
I'm worried now. I think I got ripped off, guys.
What a deal.
I think I got ripped off. Oh, man. I'm sweating. This
guy's an idiot.
This guy's dumb. Everyone's going to rewind it and see how dumb he is.
I was talking about the guy at the gelato stand.
No, I'm talking about me. Oh, God.
So that's it, guys. That's the personal computer plays.
Mobile home.
We got version 0.8.5 that they have pushed by the time you guys listen to this and by the time that we've been recording this. So it was yesterday. But the server stayed online, so that was cool, and it was 143 megabytes, not megabits.
No.
Megabytes.
Bytes. Correct.
So just to be clear, not bits, bytes. So the capital B.
That's about how many bites of gelato I took. 143 megabytes.
How many bites of gelato did it take Dan to get to the center of his homemade waffle cone?
Oh, God, don't remind me. It was so good.
And now life's just downhill from there, Dan.
Yep.
Other than the fact of being married, blissful, and all that.
Yeah. I have realized that I need to get 4 more rings to make up for the imbalance of the additional weight on my ring finger now, so that when I play games, I'm not thrown off by that.
Oh, I take mine off when I play video games.
Interesting. That would be a lot cheaper and more cost effective.
It taps and clicks on the keyboard,
Mm,
and it catches sometimes as well. But I have a more hefty one than yours.
you do. Interesting. Now I'm maybe my oh yeah, it's my long ass fingers. I was trying to figure out how it hits the keyboard because it like not even comes close to it because my fingers are like 18 centimeters.
Yeah, I have sausage hands.
Yeah.
Just hands, not even fingers. My hands are sausages.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep.
You might want to get that looked at.
Well. Anyway, what's new in this mobile update is they added more outfits, go figure, with exclusive emotes.
So this is if you're wearing one of those corn suits, maybe it'll pop like popcorn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cool.
I'm making that up. Sounds good though.
Have been adjusted, so it's probably like not bombarding you with a bunch of stuff anymore. Every once in a while, I'll turn it on and I'll just go, "Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff popping up and notifications and ways and places to go." So maybe we should have Tom on here again soon and have him like walk people through what the mobile version's sort of like when you go in.
Yeah.
And explain the nuance of the app.
Yeah. I think it'd be good to have him on with every major update that they release.
Yeah, for sure.
Drop some knowledge bombs because the release notes not that good.
Yeah,
not that good. Not very thorough.
News now display information more efficiently. Daily sign-in rewards have been improved, but they didn't say how. Swiping in vehicle page has been tuned, and packs can be opened right after purchase, where apparently there was a waiting period before then. I mean, these seem just sort of like a little bit of quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
UI, not necessarily anything for the game.
Nothing big. No content.
Tom, when I was talking to Tom earlier, he said he hadn't really noticed the changes. He just knew that they existed. So, but that is the mobile home.
Cool.
So let's roll into Jamagpy.
Roll it.
Well, John left us on a jet plane. We don't know when he'll be back again. He's leaving on a jet plane. Oh, he'll be back in like 3 weeks, guys. Sorry. He joined the group and then he left us to go visit his wife. So, yeah. End of Jamagpy.
End of friendship. Questions for the show.
They're the questions for the show. So we've changed it. It's no longer questions from the week. It's questions for the show because people were getting confused and then it was hard to sift through everything. And we're really about just making our lives easier, guys.
Yep. It's the theme of the day.
I gotta say, I really got into that, me singing Leaving on a Jet Plane thing. Like tears came to my eyes. I was really trying there.
That's graphic.
Yeah. Now I got like my nasal cavities all like puffed up. Like it was ready for me to watch Toy Story 3.
Oh my god.
Or Old Yeller.
Ooh.
At the end of The Notebook.
Oh.
Yeah. Gut wrenching.
Yikes. Well, let's get into some questions here.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Do we have a questions from the week theme song?
No, that was me rolling the Mastodon question.
Oh. Mastodon says
Yeah, hi. As I sit here pondering my thoughts, this is Mastodon 31, by the way, Xbox box. As I sit here pondering, I'm wondering, like, when Call of Duty comes out next month, how much that's going to affect the PUBG community in general. Just want to know what you guys thought. Thanks. Bye.
You know what? I truly think it's going to affect it like right off the bat and stuff, but it's not the same game, so it's not going to be long lasting.
Yeah.
And COD will be popular for a little while and then it'll fall off and they'll come out with a new game next year. And all the games are going to have battle royale sections now. So,
Yep, that was basically my take as well. I think I answered this kind of in Discord today for a different question that came up. I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's going to hurt for a little bit. People will leave. They'll come back. People who want that realistic gameplay, they will come back to PUBG. This was actually Kratos Reborn said this in Discord, and I just was agreeing with him. And then I also said, like, I think it'll affect Fortnite more, but Fortnite will always be fine because they are free to play. They will always be safe.
Correct. Killer 2 EZ. Roll it.
Hey guys, this is Killer Too Easy. Got the daily question for everyone. The simple one, but how did you get your gamer tag? Lord Beardface, Lemon John. Simple question. Have a good one. Love the podcast.
I actually really like this question. Not many people kind of ask. Mine's not actually all that special, though. I feel like I always wanted a good gamer tag, and the one that I had on PlayStation for a while was actually just garbage. It was literally like my initials. And then you had shipped me this computer, and I was like, oh man, I need something cool, like Dano.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, you know what? My beard's kind of my thing. And then I thought, like, well, what kind of goes with that? I don't really know. And then it just kind of came up, Lord Beardface. And I was like, actually, that's a really cool thing. If I ever wanted to, like, do some stuff with this, like, that's a cool tag to have. It's unique. And turns out, like, no one had it.
That's what blows my mind.
No one on, like, any platform had it. I even went to do it on Xbox, and it was like Lord Beardface 1. And I was like, well, I doubt that somebody actually has Lord Beardface on here, but or it's like one of those inactive accounts. They just haven't released the name again.
Right.
I'm hoping I'll be able to get it on every platform.
Yeah. Nice. That's simple enough, and mine's even more simple. It's my name. I don't know. I don't have a fancy story. Kai Guy's dad, longtime family friend, would always call me that. When we played baseball, he would watch from the stands and just say, "Come on, Dano." So, I don't know.
What's weird is, like, you are one of, I don't know, like 2 people in my life or friend group that I call by your full name more often than I do any nickname.
Yeah. You're one of the very few people that call me Daniel.
Very often. Well, not few people that aren't your blood relatives.
Yeah. Yeah. None of my friends call me Daniel. So,
yep.
I'm Dano.
Daniel.
It's easy. And I think I got into PUBG so early that I got Dan-O in PUBG. That's why my actual name in game is Dan-O and not like Dan-O with a bunch of numbers at the end.
Next.
Point Click Dead. Has anyone ever used Faceit? How is it? From what I've watched, it seems that the competition is higher. Opinions. Also, how is the ranking system? Well, Mr. Dead, I've not used it. I have a beta key. I got it from Clay. Maybe Clay has used it. I don't know. But for people who don't know, this is a PC-only thing. It is a service that provides matchmaking that has customizable server settings. You can create tournaments with it. There's a lobby system. It's like a enhanced third-party service for playing PUBG professionally or more competitively because the competition will be a lot higher. I've played Faceit on Counter-Strike, and it is very difficult because everyone is better. Everyone is better than you. So if you're interested in really grinding and getting better at this game and competing against the highest level of play, you're going to want to be on Faceit, but I have not tried it myself. Anything to add?
Haven't played it.
All right.
Haven't used it. Didn't know it existed until he put it on there.
I got you, fam. Dropping knowledge bombs.
The Jammy Jam. He had a question. When you hear a roll of thunder, does everyone in the game hear it at the same time? And the answer to that is yes. So apparently in a Reddit thread a year ago, the thunder sound is from the server side of the game, but the sound that plays might not be the same for everyone. You'll hear the sound, but not always the same as your friend hears that sound. It's probably the same thing as like all other places. Like, oh, did you hear that thunder? Yeah, it was super loud. Oh, it wasn't that loud at my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yep. And we've tested this. We've talked about it in game. I've asked John, did you just hear that? And he said yes. So it might be a different variation. You might hear a thunder clap versus like a crack sound. It'll be slightly different, but you'll hear a sound at the same time.
Yeah.
And this is a question for you from Colonel Ping. Do bears do in the woods?
Obviously.
unless they're in your.
Technically speaking, bears can shit wherever they want to shit. They're bears.
That's true.
The DEC says that I can't shoot them on my own property and that I should use rubber bullets.
You can or can't shoot them.
Cannot.
But you can shoot them with rubber bullets.
Correct.
Oh, I would load up on those, baby. Let's go
What
to
I
town.
hear, they
Get off my
will
lawn.
send me rubber bullets.
Oh, wow, nice.
To encourage me not to shoot them with metal ones or lead ones. I
Interesting.
really don't know much about guns, guys. I don't know. Are they lead?
I don't actually
metal?
know. I think they're lead. I think it's lead.
The last time I shot a weapon was 6 years ago. Let me know. Lead or metal, people. Either way, the DEC says rubber.
And as long as they're not in your garage, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Nightman.
Nightman.
Does a similar spec PC to an Xbox One X run PUBG at 1080p 60 frames? I started doing research on this, and I told you in Discord, so this is not new for you. And I will do more research next week when I have more time, because you asked this today, and I didn't have enough time. The answer is that the graphics card in a 1X is about the same as an AMD RX 580, which, if you pair that with a nice desktop processor from the past couple years or so, you will definitely be hitting 1080 60 frames. However, there is no easy way to compare a desktop CPU of today to the Xbox One X's CPU, because it is this custom 8-core, low-power, kind of slow CPU. So it's hard to compare. I'm doing a little bit more research. I'll have a better answer for you next week. But from what I can tell, yeah, you should be hitting around 60 frames at 1080 with a comparable PC. Karmakarzi. Carm 4 Kaz. This is a great question. This is my favorite question of the week.
What do you think your personal strength and weakness are when it comes to playing in a squad?
This is my favorite question. You go first.
Okay. No, you go first.
Oh, all right. My personal strengths are I have sometimes hacker-esque flick shots. Mm-hmm. I have very good aim, and I can spot people from a really long distance away. You've said it, and I think if I actually sat down and had unlimited time, I could be very, very good at this game, but I only play twice a week.
Right.
My weaknesses are definitely that I get way too cocky. I go for airdrops when I shouldn't. I push when I shouldn't. I make bonehead plays to try to make something happen, and usually at the expense of my team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I'm going to start with my weakness. My weakness is that I can't, if I am the last one alive, I cannot be clutch. I'm just not there yet. I think I might have done it like one time, and it was just me and John. Zach was already dead. That was that win that we had posted last week. I'm just really bad at it. Like I haven't played PC games for very long, so I'm still adjusting to like spatially where I am and like how to figure it all out. And I'm getting better, but I am garbage trash at it right now. Like, do not count on me if I'm the last one left alive, or you all need picking up.
Yeah.
Strengths? I don't know, Dan. What is a strength that I have? I don't know if there's anything that I'm particularly good at necessarily.
I think you're pretty good at like analyzing the situation and knowing like what's the right thing to do. I mean, there's some times where like I make a bad call or Sean makes a bad call and you're like, no, we shouldn't do that. Like that's dumb. That's stupid. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
and you're also good at like analyzing after the fact. That too, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. John and I were talking about that in that last episode, but that is one of the things that I'm good at is like knowing if it's a good or a bad idea at being aggressive or playing it safe or where to go next.
Yeah.
And like I'm okay if I'm the so if we're down to like top situations, I'm okay not backseat coaching, but being the one to sort of start to make the move. Oh, that actually answers the other one too from last week. Would you rather lead or follow? I am totally the one that is okay just like making the group go at the end. Even though I know that most of the time I would be the one to die first or be downed first.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You always need an entry guy. You always need the one to go first.
And I'm cool doing that because I know that all three of you can be clutch when you need to be clutch. So I feel like my strength isn't as good as yours. I am getting much better at sniper shots.
Yeah, and you're
Zach,
experimenting as well.
Zach is definitely taking the lead as sniper.
Yeah.
He's got good shots, especially with that 6x.
Yeah, I think recently was a weakness of our entire team is not realizing when each other are downed, and just like
so bad at
zeroing in on what's going on around us that we're kind of killing ourselves.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Another one of my weaknesses is going for pickups when I shouldn't because I want to save people, and also healing up to trying to heal to 100 before I take a fight. Like, I have good enough aim that I don't always have to go against someone at 100 health. I could probably attack them when I'm at 50.
You do take a lot of time to heal, I've noticed.
I do. I take too much time to heal because I play too safe. But at the same time, I know that I can usually out-aim someone, but I just don't try. I try to play safer, and that's a weakness. I think it's knowing when to be aggressive.
Be aggressive. B-E aggressive. A-G-R-E-S-I-V-E. Did I spell that right?
I think you missed an S. Otherwise, looked perfect.
Nailed it.
Anyway.
Charlie says, what hobbies do you have other than gaming? He loves skiing.
Oh, man. This is like a really hard question to answer.
I have so many hobbies.
I have
my
HOTDROP.
hobby is hobbies.
What are your hobbies?
This podcast. It's probably first and foremost of all hobbies. Woodworking. I do a lot of like refurbishing furniture and woodworking and things like that. I like finding new projects to do around my house. I just started renovation on my office upstairs so my son and I can have a nice gaming room, which was inspired by everybody posting in battle stations. I really, really like one of my favorite hobbies of mine that I think is a little strange that actually, Dan, you really kind of got me into formally when we were teenagers was like examining music. And so I will find a song that I like, and then I will listen to everything that band or artist has put out and like do my homework on where they wrote the albums and how long it took them and where they recorded and everything that I can find out about their music if I like it. And so when I discovered 30 Seconds to Mars, which you introduced me to, I went back and I listened to everything they ever had and all that stuff. And I've done the same thing with the Gaslight Anthem and Brian Fallon, Bruce Springsteen, the Eagles, stuff like that. Like, I just love music. I like all kinds of music. And so being able to do that is actually one of my most satisfying hobbies because I can do it wherever. You know, I can do it while I'm doing all my other hobbies.
Right.
By the way, all of you should listen to Brian Fallon and the Gaslight Anthem, but also Greta Van Fleet. Super cool. I mean, they kind of just hit it big a little bit here, but they're coming out a new album this month, and I just kind of really dig their music. It's refreshing to see. People compare them to Led Zeppelin a lot, but I think it's refreshing to see people writing original music and singing rock and roll again. So
yeah, it's a dying art.
Also why I liked the Gaslight Anthem, because they had guitar-centered rock and roll. And then it was also blues inspired and Heartland rock inspired. And then all of Brian Fallon's stuff is very Heartland rock-y.
This episode brought to you by Brian Fallon.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Seriously, guys, do it. I was going to post it in music today and I didn't. So
Do it.
Brian Fallon, Gaslight Anthem. Go for it. Greta Van Fleet, do some stuff.
Boom. Yeah, it's tough because like I feel like I moved away and I don't really know what I like to do anymore.
You stopped listening to good music and you listen to pop and 40s.
No, I don't.
You do. You know every top 40 song on the radio.
Because it's everywhere, and I go
It's
out.
nowhere for me.
No,
it's nowhere.
Everywhere. It's
the
everywhere.
only reason I knew that Little Pump song was because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, all right, I got to listen to that.
Petite Pump.
And it was real bad.
It's terrible. No, I don't like that kind of music. I really don't. It's just so catchy that if you hear it, you just can learn it so quickly that it sticks in your head.
It's one way like my kids will never fit in that regard because like they will be like, what are you talking about? Who is? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Cardi B? Is that?
That's a person. Yeah.
Yep. They're like, who is that? And they're like, you don't know Cardi B. And they're like, no. What about Tom Petty? You listen to Tom Petty?
Thomas Pettyfor.
Thomas J. Pettibone.
Pettibone. Yeah, I think I play a ton of games, ton of video games. Not as much as I usually.
I feel like
have
cooking is one of your hobbies.
Yeah, I think you could say that.
You guys
Baking,
cook dinner
cooking
together like every single night.
Every single night. Yep, we cooked tonight. Tonight was a Cajun shrimp, asparagus, and rice. Tomorrow we're having spaghetti squash.
See, that's the thing. That's why I'm fat, is because I don't plan out my meals.
Yeah, we plan our meals.
Like, we're like, oh shit, it's 6 o'clock. Like, what do you want for dinner? I mean, like, I don't know. And she's like, I'll make a tortilla pizza. And I'm like, all right, I'll just drink some Gatorade. Call it a day.
Put some Skittles in my Gatorade and have a meal. Yeah, I think that's legit. We made a pie yesterday or 2 days ago, apple pie.
I saw that pie.
Lots of video games previous to when I started HOTDROP, because now all my free time is basically HOTDROP. I like skiing. I don't ski enough. I have skis. I ski probably twice a year. Not enough. Used to play baseball. Don't anymore. Don't have a team. Golf. I would do it every single day if I could afford it. Can't afford it, so I end up going like 3 times a year. I'm actually pretty good at golf. I really, really enjoy golf.
I've never played a legitimate hole of golf in my entire life.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Don't plan on it unless you make me. And you can't.
I tried to make you for The Bachelor, but that didn't happen. So
yeah, because there were 2 of us that were like, no.
Yeah, I know. You ruined it. I was going to make you, and I was going to laugh at all you guys who sucked. And then it didn't happen. I was sad. But yeah, I used to go golfing all the time when I first moved out here, and I wasn't playing a whole lot of games. I would just go me and my bag and walk 18 holes with a notepad and write down what my shots were like and how far I can hit it with different clubs. It was a blast. It's like a mind game.
It was like
yourself.
the sports equivalent of, nah, I don't like that one.
Yeah. Yep. And then I made that stupid mouse video, and the rest is history. I also really like upgrading my computer and fiddling with hardware and just reading about just gaming consoles and games that are coming out and technology news and all that kind of stuff. If I had more money, I would be upgrading my computer a lot more often, but it works.
Is that a subtle hint for people to donate to our Patreon account?
Patreon.com/HOTDROP.
Anyway, we've done enough on this one.
Yeah, moving on.
Says, the holiday season is approaching. What do you feel is will be a must-have accessory for the gamers out there? It's a really good question.
I have to.
I would say, like, buy all of your loved ones PUBG.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And gaming PC. But I have to say, I have to repeat the joke in the Discord, which was the Zim mouse and keyboard adapter for Xbox. I had to. Sorry. Accessory? I don't know. That's a tough
really
one.
good headset, honestly.
Yeah.
It does wonders.
It does.
I've had bad ones, I've had medium ones, but I just bought these what are they?
The HyperX Cloud.
HyperX 2 Cloud something. They're awesome. I love it. It's super comfortable.
Yeah. And spend the money, you know. Because why buy like 2 or 3 different $30 headsets that are going to break and you're not going to like it? That's kind of the thing. If you've got the money, if you can spend a little more, just pull the trigger, because you're going to be happier with something that you really like. I think also what's that new Nintendo console? Not the Switch. The Switch. Yeah, I think that's going to be big this year also, because they've put out a lot of really AAA awesome games for that thing recently. Yeah. So I would love one of those.
Rice. Do you feel the desync issues will be corrected in time for the winter map to allow for footsteps to remain in the snow for the time they are stating they will remain?
No.
And also, how much do you think the footsteps are going to affect frames per second as well? I know it will be speculation, but would like to hear what you have to say. Oh my God, yeah. I feel like they are not going to hang around. They are going to be super glitched out, or they'll show up and flicker, or they will not show up at all, and somebody will be essentially coasting on the snow, and you won't be able to track them.
Yeah, they're not going to be a consistent way to track someone.
I don't know about FPS. It depends, I guess, on how much needs to be. Here's the thing. It's speculation, but it's also just like super blind guessing because I don't know shit about shit. So, my assumption is there's less stuff to render in constantly because it'll be a lot of snow, not a lot of smaller map, a lot of snow, less stuff to work on. So maybe it won't affect the FPS. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the footsteps will not be consistent. You won't be able to always track someone, but they might be there occasionally to be able to see where they went. But I don't think they're going to stick around for a long time. Maybe like, I don't know, 10 steps or something like that. I think they'll probably be coded the same way they do bullet hole decals in the wall. Like if you shoot a wall, you see the mark where the bullet hit. I think it'll be something like that. Where like you can only have so many of those bullet holes on the screen at the same time before they start disappearing. I think they'll probably do it like that. I don't think they should affect FPS too much unless they have some kind of like dynamic snow, which I don't think they'll do. But look, I've never seen any game do this. I've never seen a single multiplayer game that has snow, that has footsteps, that are persistent, that are actually accurate. Never seen it done. So I have pretty tempered expectations for this. And they teased it, and I think it'll be a neat little thing, but I don't think you're going to track people down across the map based on their footsteps.
Right.
And that's all.
That's all. That literally were the questions for the show.
Questions for the show. And so the very last thing we do at the end of every episode, and last episode was awesome. There's so many calls, but this week we have so few calls.
It's because I didn't put out the request today, probably, but
that's okay.
And we make that hotline bling. They can only mean one thing. Damn it.
You have new messages.
You're goddamn right.
Hi, this is Lemon John. I just wanted to say I'm super excited to be part of the podcast officially. Now that I had my job interview, I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off to go travel abroad. But I'm super excited because all those bits will help me support my habit of eating kale chips. Thank you.